If I told you that a multi-million-dollar ranch could earn you just a 1% annual return, would you still buy one? Start with the land. The national average for pasture land in America is around $1,920 per acre, but that number hides a massive spread. In Wyoming, land runs about $1,000 an acre. In Texas Hill Country, that same land costs $7,000 to $30,000 an acre. Cheap land is cheap for a reason. Thinner grass means each cow needs more acres, winters are brutal, and you end up feeding hay for months. So cheap land often means higher operating costs. Once you own the land, the real spending begins. Fencing costs $8,000 to $13,000 per mile, and a large ranch can have 60 to 80 miles of perimeter. Water wells run $50,000 to $100,000. Corrals, chutes, and storage add more. All in, infrastructure alone can cost $500,000 to over $1 million before a single cow sets foot on the property. Then come the cattle. A bred cow costs $2,000 to $3,500. Building a herd of 500 cows costs $1 to $1.5 million. Add bulls, add equipment, tractors, trucks, and trailers, and you're deep into seven figures before you've sold anything.
Here's the core problem. Expenses arrive daily, revenue arrives seasonally. According to the USDA, annual operating costs run roughly $950 to $1,059 per cow. For 500 cows, that's close to $5 million a year in costs. In a good year, that same herd might bring in about $1 million in revenue. Net profit? Often just $0 to $150,000, a return of barely 1 to 2% on a multi-million-dollar investment. And that's when things go right. A drought spikes hay prices, forces ranchers to sell cattle they can't afford to feed, and shrinks future income. By 2025, the U.S. cattle herd had fallen to its lowest level since the 1950s. So why do billionaires keep buying ranches? Ted Turner owns roughly 2 million acres. Bill Gates is one of the largest private farmland owners in the country. For them, it's not about cattle profits. It's privacy, tax advantages, and land that appreciates slowly but reliably. The cattle operation simply covers the cost of holding the land and keeping the tax benefits alive. The real truth, ranching doesn't make you rich through cattle sales. The cattle just pay the bills. The land is what quietly builds the wealth, over decades, not seasons. The ranchers who survive aren't the smartest ones. They're the ones with cash reserves, multiple income streams, and the patience to outlast the bad years.